Hello YouTube, this is Card Games 2, coming back from my first regionals with Scraps. It didn't turn out very well. My record ended up, I went 1-4. I won 1 game, lost 4, and then I just got tired of playing and dropped. It did not go well at all. Alright, let me describe what went down for you. First match, against some heavy anti-meta deck, uses Doom Caliber Knight, Thunder King Ryos, ancient dinosaur thing that prevents either player from special summoning, I can't pronounce its stupid, ridiculously long name, and just tons of back row. So, this was my first match. As you can imagine, Scrap's not the best matchup against it right now. The only thing that saved me, I run Gravekeeper Spy, and none of his 1900 beaters can get over Spy, so that was a big advantage for me. If you know anything about regionals, you have 40 minutes to finish your match. First game lasted 30 minutes. Game 1 of the 3-series match, I did end up taking the first game. The second game, I played him. He got off. He had just too much out for me to stop. And after the second game finished, we were trying to rush it to try to meet the time limit. But the second game finished 2 turns into the third game. Time was up, and we have that 5-turn rule, if you know what that is. Starting with the player, you go 1 turn, 2 turn, 3 turn, 4 turn, 5 turn. Whoever has the lowest life points loses. Well, when this started, I was at 7,700 life points. He was at 8,000. So this 300 life point difference cost me the game. Yeah, I could stall with Goblin. I can stall with Spy until I hit the point where I can combo enough to get around it. Drop Giant Trunade, make him waste his Solemn. It's drop Cold Wave, make him waste his Solemn, and once he wastes his Solemn, drop Giant Trunade, return everything to his hand, start comboing, and eventually push over and win game and get that field presence. But because of this 5-turn rule, I could not deal enough damage to get around this, and I ended up losing. This was the last match going in the entire regionals, so yeah. After this, my second match was against this quick draw deck that would basically stall using Drill Warrior and Swift Attack Scarecrow. It ran 3 of each. Well, 3 Swift Attack Scarecrows, but yeah. So, after that match, I did manage to win the first game because while he was trying to stall, I managed to get 2 Scrap Dragons and a Scrap Twin Dragon on the field, plus with some back row support. So, yeah, it was game. After that second, he sided into a Rock Stun, didn't really get it off that much, but I was just unlucky with my draw, and he managed to kill and over me. And then again, a couple turns into game 3, 40 minutes are up. I hate stall decks. So we're down to this 5-turn thing. Pokes me with Drill Warrior, stalls for the rest of the game, I lose. My first 2 matches. It's the most frustrating thing in the world. I hate that 5-turn rule. I absolutely hate it. Third match was against this poor kid where I did Scrap Golem beat down and he was playing Elemental Heroes, and it was just bad. After I beat that, I felt a little bit better, but then I played a Glad Beast deck that I had terrible draws, he had amazing draws, and I hate Tag Fags. They're the most... I just don't like that deck, just absolutely dislike it. So I lost to them, and then at that point, I misplayed a lot on my 5th match, and I just lost where I shouldn't have lost. And I was just done at that point. My first 2 games literally wore me out. My other friends, though, one went 5-3, just barely missing top 16. My other one went 6-2, I believe his record was. Made top 16, got another regionals invite. He got one in Columbus last time. Stein the Kid. Subscribe to his channel, he's a great guy. But, so I lost. I'm going to have to make this quick. I don't know how much more time I have, but because of that, because of what I experienced at regionals, I decided I'm going to switch up Scrap. I didn't really like how it was playing against the other builds. It felt a little too slow and too vulnerable to back row. So here's how we're switching it up. Deck currently runs 3 Beasts, 3 Goblins, 3 Chimera, 2 Scrap Golem, 1 Searcher, 2 Spy, 1 Cyber, 1 Level Eater, 1 Summoner Monk, and 1 Sanguine. Sanguine allows pull for Summoner Monk, pull for Goblins, pull for Searcher, pull for something else, Level Eater, pull for Spy. So it allows for a lot of stuff to get added to my hand, and you'll see why that's important in just a second. It's 18 monsters, by the way. We have 3 Scrap Storm, 3 Book of Moon. This is the new thing. These are proxies. I don't have any Dark World dealings yet, but 3 Dark World dealings in this deck. It helps speed up my graveyard and get it all set up. That was the biggest problem I had. I would always lose, like if it was a game like that didn't last long. Like scraps get better the longer the game goes on, because once our graveyard gets set up, we start recycling, we start getting a little bit more hand advantage than our opponent, and our field just gets a lot stronger and stronger. So after we set up our graveyard, we're pretty good, but it's that whole graveyard setup. Those first 3 turns were very vulnerable, at least that's what I feel. So that's why I'm adding Dark World dealings, to pitch things from my hand, draw another card. It is a -1, but getting that graveyard set up I feel is worth it, and I feel that's kind of what the deck needs. 2 Scrapyard, 2 MST, 1 Mind Control, kind of a tech choice. It's replaceable if I find something better. If you guys want to suggest something better than this once you see the rest of my deck, I'm all for it. 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Cold Wave, 1 Foolish, and 1 Dark Hole. Alright, now for the biggest change. We are going to be running, hold on a second, 3 Royal Decree. I have 1, I need 2 more. But Royal Decree, scraps hate the back row, and if I can just combo without having to worry, Royal Decree is nice. It's really nice. Especially against that stupid freaking anti-meta deck, which set 4 back row and 1 monster. Hate it. But yeah, Royal Decree, really nice. Definitely like it. That's what I'm going to try. And then 1 Trap Stun, just more back row hate. I'm not really sure. Maybe toss it out. I haven't, like I said, I haven't tested the deck yet. This is just an idea. That's what I'm doing. Alright, so there's the deck, guys. 18 monsters, I believe 18 magic, and 4 trapped. That adds up. Yep, adds up. So, that's the deck. Comment, rate, subscribe. Thank you, YouTube. I'm not sure how I am on time, so I'm going to try to hurry this up. Go subscribe to Stein the Kid, like I said before. Great guy. He's how probably most of you saw my channel, so for those who didn't, subscribe. Also, I love this ad. Yeah, peace, YouTube.